Välkommen till Y&R Restless Insider. Jag går spot for all elates spoilers, upates, and veint estenes scopes fronte John Cante Restless. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay updated with everything happening in Genoa City. Let's dive into today's wiki news.
In the world of the young and the restless, storylines are known for their twists, dramatic reveals, and unexpected plot developments. One of the most intriguing aspects of the show was the mystery surrounding Martin's fate and his potential for survival. Some fans have speculated that Martin could have survived and even pretended to be Alan, and today, we're diving into how that could have happened. The death of Martin. Let's start with the basics. Martin, the character who was once a part of Genoa City's web of intrigue, was presumed dead. However, there were no definitive answers surrounding the details of his death, leaving room for speculation. The fact that he seemingly vanished, leaving behind a series of unanswered questions, set the stage for fans to theorize that he might not have died at all. In soap operas, no one is ever truly gone until their body is seen or their death is confirmed in a way that's impossible to refute. Martin's situation was somewhat vague, with his death never fully explained. For soap fans, this ambiguity often signals that a character could return in some form, and perhaps, in Martin's case, he could have faked his death and returned to Genoa City pretending to be someone else. The identity of Alan. Now, let's shift to Alan, a character tied to an important storyline in The Young and the Restless. Alan's identity was central to some pivotal moments in the show, and the idea of Martin pretending to be Alan could have been a perfect cover for him to re-enter the story undetected. Given that Alan had connections and a certain status in Genoa City, Martin could have easily used this as a way to integrate back into society without raising suspicion. The idea would be that Martin, with his knowledge of the people around him, could have meticulously crafted a new identity that aligned with Alan's. After all, soap operas are known for dramatic identity swaps, and this storyline would have followed in that tradition. How Martin could have survived. For Martin to survive, several factors would have had to align. First, he would need to fake his death convincingly. In the world of the young and the restless, characters often fake their deaths for various reasons, and Martin could have arranged for his body to be hidden or for his death to be staged. He could have staged a dramatic accident or disappearance, leaving enough evidence to make people believe he was gone for good. Next, Martin would have needed to stay hidden for a while to allow his death to be fully accepted by the people of Genoa City. This would involve moving away from the area and creating a new life elsewhere. The fact that Martin had already shown some cunning and manipulation skills would make this an entirely plausible plan. He would also need to stay in contact with people who could help him maintain his cover or provide him with resources. The transition to Alan. Once Martin had faked his death and was safely out of the public eye, he could have focused on reinventing himself as Alan. This would involve studying Alan's mannerisms, understanding his relationships, and getting a grasp of his history. Martin's ability to mimic personalities and understand people's motivations would have been key in making this transition seamless. By pretending to be Alan, Martin would be able to move through the social circles of Genoa City without raising too much suspicion. He could have resumed his life as Alan, perhaps even taking on some of Alan's responsibilities or roles, which would keep him entrenched in the community. The key to pulling this off would be his ability to keep things low-key and avoid any major slip-ups. The big reveal. Of course, with a plot like this, a reveal would eventually have to happen. Fans would likely expect Martin's secret to be exposed in a dramatic twist, and it could lead to a range of new conflicts and challenges for him. Perhaps there would be a confrontation with the characters who knew Alan best, or maybe there would be a moment where Martin's true identity was uncovered, leading to a whirlwind of emotions and drama. Whether Martin would have been able to fully convince everyone around him remains a question, but in the world of the young and the restless, anything is possible. His survival and assumption of Alan's identity would have certainly added another layer of intrigue to the already complex web of relationships and secrets in Genoa City. Conclusion. While Martin's presumed death left a lot of open-ended questions, the possibility that he could have survived and pretended to be Alan is an exciting theory that fans of the young and the restless could definitely get behind. Whether it's through cunning manipulation, a careful disguise, or a sheer stroke of luck, This twist would have been the perfect way for Martin to return to Genoa City and stir up trouble. After all, in the world of soap operas, nothing is ever truly over until the final curtain falls, and for Martin, it seems the story could have just begun.